Here we go with another LeBron topic. So,
Let
super
me
agent
on.
Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, LeBron's right hand man,
Yeah.
sat down with Gilbert Arenas on, and as you can see, I'm already frustrated before we even get into this. But Rich Paul sat down on Gilbert Arenas' podcast, Gil's Arena, which I still say is the most clever podcast title out there. That is clever as hell, Gil's Arena, because his name is Gilbert Arenas. But yeah, Rich Paul sat down with Gilbert Arenas and they got onto the subject of LeBron. And Rich Paul started talking about how Jordan didn't have to undergo the media scrutiny that LeBron has to undergo, and
That's right.
this is something that's unique, and
That's right.
and hold up. So yeah, he says Jordan didn't have to do this, and LeBron did, and so I don't know what point he's trying to get across with this BS. But here we go. Here's what Rich Paul had to say about LeBron and the media and Michael Jordan.
Mike transcended the game. When Kobe came, Kobe was a silhouette of Mike, right? That's everything, which is great. But LeBron is the first player to have to deal with a 24/7, 365 news cycle of sports and opinions. And those that's not even capable or carry the expertise to give a valid opinion, right? In addition to, no, I'm not going to really do it how y'all want me to do it. I'm probably going to do it how I decide to do it. We all know that don't go over well, right? And so then you have this environment in this sports society that's created, right? And so now you have the root against. That's a whole nother thing that Mike never had to deal with because his hardest critic was probably Peter Vesey.
Yep. Straight up.
You see what I'm saying?
Fucking Peter Vesey.
But I just think LeBron's antlers is in platinum and Michael's may be in gold. Why? Because when you think about, he had to be compared to Mike. Who did Mike have to be compared to?
Talk about it.
Mike.
The brilliance.
Okay, can I go first real quick? I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, go first, bro.
With LeBron acolytes, these LeBron advocates, they, when it comes to this Michael Jordan comparison, and I'm assuming that this is factoring into Rich Paul's belief.
Yes,
that LeBron is the greatest player of all time.
Yes.
Is that a safe assumption to make that this? Okay, so when it comes to this, these LeBron people keep making up new superlatives to add on to his, plate. So, championships, okay, there's holes in that part of the resume.
That's right.
Game, there's holes in that part of the resume. Numbers and statistics, he has that on lock. But other people can point at other things like the championship stuff and the playoff stuff or his game. So how do you combat that? Okay, well, let's make up new stuff. He's a social activist. His media scrutiny is the greatest of all time, I guess. So his media scrutiny is more than any other athlete has ever had to deal with. And so because he's been able to do that and deal with his media scrutiny, I'm reading into what Rich Paul is saying here. LeBron did media better than Mike.
Yes.
So because LeBron did media better than Mike, on top of the fact that the media now with new media podcasts, YouTube, and sports pundit, all of that kind of stuff, first take shows like that, and all of that kind of stuff. Because LeBron is in this age where he's doing media better than Mike, with the advent of all of these new forms of media and the overabundance of it, LeBron is doing media the greatest of all time. So, hey, it must mean LeBron is the greatest player ever, because I've just invented a new category. He does media better than Mike did. Listen, man,
it's a new slot in the box score.
Sure, yeah. It's a new invention. It's a contrived machination that has been created now by his agent, but that speech is going to get parroted by other LeBron people in the media, Shannon Sharp, Nick Wright, who are going to pick up on this and run with it and make whole arguments out of it. And they're smart people, so they're going to make their argument sound logical and sane and sound when they bring this stuff up. They're going to articulate it well, and they're going to sound intelligent when they say it. That doesn't mean it's not BS. Fine, I'll give that to you. LeBron did media better than Mike. What do you want, a cookie? Listen, at the end of the day, the greatest amalgamation of basketball ability, numbers, postseason success, and wins is Mike. LeBron will never be able to overcome that because there's too many holes in this postseason. I'm sorry. It just is what it is.
Oh, that was my opinion. That was another argument that LeBron keeps getting compared to Mike, but who is Mike ever compared to?
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. Who cares who's compared to who? Who cares? I don't even know what that means. Look, I'm done with this. All I'm saying is this. The greatest amalgamation of basketball ability, numbers, wins, and postseason success is Mike. LeBron will not be able to overcome that unless you throw in his social activism, the stuff he does off the court, and now because he is compared to other people and his media scrutiny now. So I guess you got to throw all of this stuff else in your pot in order to make that idea of him being the greatest player ever make sense. It's not going to happen with people who know better. I'm sorry. Try again, Rich Paul. Now, you're supposed to think this because you're LeBron's guy, and so I don't blame you. Right. Really, what I'm looking at is these gas bags in the media who are going to start saying this crap. So from now on, whenever LeBron, Michael Jordan topics continue to come up, throw that little wrinkle in there now with everything else. LeBron's so good with the media. LeBron builds schools. LeBron doesn't get into trouble. I don't care. Those are not basketball arguments. I don't give a damn. But my head hurts. I'm over this. I'm tired of this LeBron stuff. I can't wait until he retires.
Yeah, and I think that, because I agree with you. I mean, it's his boy, so of course he's going to say these things. But we've already addressed this, in previous conversations about him being a good ambassador for the league. And him being in the age of social media where everybody's getting caught up in scandals, but he's not. He's kept a clean bill of a lot of things. He's got a pretty good resume. Clutch Sports also has a very large media arm and a very large media presence. So they are aware of the power of media. So just like they know that there's criticism and scrutiny out there, they also have their minions in there, a la Shay Sharp, Nick Wright, that compare, and Kendrick Perkins, that parrot LeBron talking points. And as you mentioned, they have not brought this up before. We have brought this up before about him doing all of these things. And that's what makes him cool. But this has nothing to do about basketball. It's commendable to watch a man from age 18 live up to being a superstar and then carry himself with a family and all this other stuff, be a Hall of Famer before even retiring. All of this, I mean, it's phenomenal. That's cool. But that has nothing to do with on the court performance. So that's commendable. And if you want to give LeBron the award for being the greatest ambassador the game has ever seen, I would agree with you, hands down. He's the greatest when it comes to that. Everybody knows his name, and he can run for president if he wanted to. So he's done a hell of a job. If Jordan was coming up in his age, Yeah, right. It'd be scandal here, scandal there, gambling there, somebody over here, wife over there, another family over here. You would have heard all that kind of stuff with Jordan, So because Jordan was, real life sociopath, from what I hear. So LeBron plays this game well, but it has nothing to do with his on-court performance. So I don't know how he's correlating that to that, but it's his boy, and this talking point will get out there now. And somehow they're going to use this, as you mentioned, to prop him up even more. But it's just like, hey, let's keep it basketball, guys. So we want to talk about ambassadors for the game now. We want to talk about clean resumes now, off court. Like, what are we doing? So let's just keep it basketball, but we're not going to do that. And we need a new LeBron talking angle in the ethos. They're going to create another one, and rightfully so. These guys know what they're doing. And they're not going to rest until his name is up there. Yeah. And they've done a hell of a marketing campaign to get people to actually believe this jive. But, people that actually have objective ways of viewing the world can look at this critically and go, hey, you're not going to be able to fool me. And even if somebody is a young person that was born in the 2000s, but that can go back and do any kind of investigative research, they can clearly see what everybody else was talking about when they were talking about Kareem, Jordan, and Magic before LeBron was even a thing. So, hey, they're going to do it, man. They're going to talk it up. And, hey, I'm here for the banter. How about that? I'm here for the good laughs. Because watching you get frustrated about this was worth me suggesting this.
I'm so over it. Longevity too. Oh, he played the longest at the highest level. Yep. Okay, fine. I've already conceded. He gets my Iron Man award. Like, he gets my sustained high level play the longest award. He does. But we're just grabbing everything we can, and we're just throwing it in there and throwing it in the pot and throwing it in the pot so that we can cook the LeBron is the greatest of all time stew.
But honestly,
and we don't do it, and we honestly do it with no one else.
But that's how great he is, because he's got so many elements to put into his stew.
I guess. Well, listen, I stopped getting emotionally worked up about this years ago. I still get annoyed, but I stopped caring, because very much like some of the other subjects that we talk about on this channel, me getting mad or not isn't going to change the fact that they're going to do it anyway.
I know.
They're going to do it anyway. They're going to say that LeBron is the greatest player of all time because he built schools. They're going to say LeBron is the greatest player of all time because he handles the media well. They're going to say LeBron is the greatest player of all time because he posts about racism on social media.
Right.
They're going to just bring this stuff up. None of it is relevant to his basketball status, in my opinion. But you have people who will make the claim that it is, and I would just disagree. And you know what? Y'all can have it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. I relent. I'm done. I'm out of it. Y'all have y'all LeBron stuff. You can have it. Oh, maybe we should have done that one first, because now I'm in a bad mood. Oh, God. Oh, well, that'll do it for tonight's stream, man. Conscious Approach episode in the books. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. I am JV Wins. That is Dogon SS. Catch me out on Instagram at JV Wins, JVWINS, as well as the Conscious Approach page on Instagram, CONAPPROACH, Con Approach. Do your boys a big old solid. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let us know what you think about the commentary in this video. Go Seminoles. Very great win against LSU. I look forward to a fantastic season, so long as that quarterback stays healthy. And until next time, men, develop your personal mission statements. Don't compromise your integrity and principles. And we'll see you on the next video.
Yes, sir. And the name is Dogon SS. And you can find me on Instagram at Dogon SS, and on YouTube at Dogon SS, and even on TikToks at Dogon SS. I don't put nothing on there, but you might see some of my comments while I'm in that lurking mode. So until the next time, guys. All right, as I say on every pod, don't be too hot, don't be too low. Keep it calm, keep it chill, keep it player, and don't let anybody get you off your pivot. So until next time, guys, we'll catch y'all on the flip side. Go Canes. Skrr, skrr.
Yeah. Oh, go Dolphins too. NFL season starts this week.
Oh,
So looking forward to that. Keep them concussions out your system, Tua. Keep them concussions out your system, man.
Yeah, for real, bro.
So,
Tuck and roll.
Yeah, for real, man. For real. Hopefully that jujitsu stuff that you've been doing works out. But yeah, another video in the books. We'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Peace. Skrr, skrr. Go Canes.